Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. Yeah, that was cringe. That was very cringe. What's up? It's your boy Smith, and we're back with another video, another story time. If you've read the title, then you know what we're talking about today. What topic we're talking about today, and a lot of my young men and young women and, older men and older women know where I'm coming from when I say I got played. This was the first time I ever got played. I think it's the only time this is just the first time I really felt it. So you know how I tell my stories. I don't go from no list. I don't do the whole telling them in parts, pausing thing. I don't really care about doing all that. I'm gonna just sit here and speak about it from my memory because it's fun. So I say this was summer. Yeah, this was summer 2019. 2019? 2020. 2021. The summer of 2021. I don't know how I got to 2019. But I was let's just say back in the day, I wasn't as experienced as I am now. I had never had a girlfriend. I was 19 years old, right? Never had a girlfriend. Was virgin. So, yeah, I guess this is technically a virginity story too. I lost my virginity. Crazy. But yeah, so during the year of 2020, big pandemic year, I had graduated and went to college. Yeah. And basically I was in a student dorm and I had no friends because all the classes were online. I had like one class in person, but even if I could go out and make friends, I probably still wouldn't have because I'm a very socially awkward person. Not as much as I was. Oh man. When I tell you I was horrible, I was very bad at social interaction. Couldn't really start a conversation. Ooh. I used to be one of the what you doing type of niggas. So that tells you what state I was in. But after my first year of college, it had me thinking like, dang, that's crazy. I literally just sat in the room all day. I was broke, no job, no car, so I couldn't go anywhere unless I walked. And that kind of resulted in me to just having to eat a lot of noodles. Ooh, these were bad times. I ate a lot of noodles in those days, and just frozen meals because we didn't have a stove. We had a microwave, and for some reason, I did not know about the existence of an air fryer. I think it was still rather new, to be honest. So, yeah, and basically, I just sat there, tried to go to the gym sometimes. I would have to walk down the street, down another street. It took a lot to get to the gym. Sometimes I was consistent, sometimes I wasn't, and shit happens. But that's just, we ain't even gotten to the how I got played part. We haven't even started that. This is just background story. This is the beginning of one. This is just the entirety of One Piece right now. The background. Yeah, I just stayed in my room, watched anime, texted no one. I tried Tinder. No, I ain't gonna lie. At one point, I was in this Discord for the other students on the college, and we did some more fun things, or at least what I saw fun at the time. Now I probably wouldn't feel the same, to be honest. But that kind of sums up my first year of college. During that summer, I went back to work at Walmart, the supercenter in my hometown, as a cart pusher. So, yay, summer fun. Pushing carts all day in the hot summer sun, Whee. And there was this girl, right? So we're not gonna use any names. Let's call her. Ooh, I don't even know a good name to think of. Because it's such a she has such a generic name. Let's just say her. Let's just call her her. I'm gonna have to get better with thinking of fake names, but let's just say her. So I met this girl, and at first, I didn't have any game. I didn't think she was interested in me, so it was just little glares there and there, little like maybe 3-second stares, or I'll turn around and she's staring at me, or she'll be staring at me as I'm walking through the store, because I wasn't in the store a lot because I was a cart pusher. Most of the time they would get on us for being in the store, at least for long amounts of time. But eventually, the crazy thing is, this girl started following me on Instagram, right? I don't know, maybe it's like a month. No, that happened. Yeah, it was like a month in, around June-ish. Yeah, she followed me on Instagram. And I didn't know who the girl on Instagram was, because she had always wore a mask, right? Because it was just 2021, beginning of 2021, pandemic was still pretty big. So she had always worn a mask. I never really knew what her full face looked like. So this girl followed me on Instagram. I was like, she cute or whatever. And so I followed her back. And I don't remember how communication started. I think she did something to make me text her. She maybe liked a few photos or something, and all that. So we got to texting, and she was like something like, I don't know exactly how, but I found out that she was a girl from Walmart. I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. So we've been having these little connections the whole time, and I just didn't have the foresight to push up. So she pushed up on me, crazy. Which makes this story a whole lot worse, right? She'll probably see this story, she'll laugh. But, you move throughout, and eventually we got to July. We were doing a lot of hanging out after work, or I was a simp, so I would stay a little longer. If I was getting off before her, I would stay a little longer until she got off. Yeah, so I would literally stay like 2 more hours just to get hang out with her for 20 minutes. I was a simp. A little bit of a simp, but my fiance loves it. So, yeah. Eventually, we got to the point where it was one point not my parents, but my mom, everyone basically lives in my house, mom, brother, sister. They were going on vacation to Myrtle Beach, I think, for a basketball game. No, I think it was just vacation or something, I really don't know, but they were gonna be gone for the weekend. So I was like, hey, I had already told her I was a virgin, which is crazy because I made this post on Instagram saying something about y'all saying I got hoes, but I'm still a virgin, which was true because a lot of girls thought I had hoes and I was a virgin. Even she did. And I was like, cause she didn't want anything out of a relationship first. She tried to friend zone me because she thought I was not going to really, pursue anything with her. So that was fun. But, we don't take friend zone lightly. I will say my game, it really raised up after this. And oof. By the time we had gotten to let's just say I was at home and she was at work. I think at this point I was not working at Walmart anymore. I was about to go back to school or took a week off or some shit. Or maybe I just had a day off. I don't know, I can't remember. But I told her to pull up, right? and you know you about to take this virginity. You know you about to take this. I don't really care what you got to say about it. No, it wasn't forceful at all. But you know, she pulled up. For some reason, I knew she was very skeptical about it because she stayed in the car. Somehow she was about to eat her lunch, right, and then come in. Parked in front of the house, saying she was about to eat her lunch and then come in. I think it was also because my neighbors were like looking at her. She was a white girl and I was living in the projects, so it's like you see what you see. Yeah, but she finally came in. I was like, bruh, come on, let's get this over with. I had 20 minutes, right? 20 minutes before she had to leave and go back. So it was my first time ever using a condom. So I slipped the big boy on, and I would love to sit here and say that I went to work, but I indeed was just trying to do my best. I had no idea. You know, we tried missionary at first, but it's just like I'm kind of bigger, and I didn't know how to use my body weight or my arms how I did now, so I was kind of like learning her a little bit. So she was like kind of getting a little crushed. I was like, let's try something else. She said she didn't want to do. She said she didn't think I was ready for doggy style yet. So I get, you know how it is with doggy, and sometimes you just gotta learn your length. Yeah, so I guess she said I wasn't ready for that. So she got on top, but you know, I didn't know how to do it. She was trying to make me do the work while she was on top, basically. And of course I know how to do that now. You know, I'm a very thrusting man, but I didn't have no idea what was going on. So we basically did those two positions. She hadn't shaved, so she wouldn't let me see her down there. So she really just slipped her panties to the side, and yeah. But you know, after that, we haven't even talked about the part where I got played, right? So after that, she went back to work, and I was already a little suspicious of her because she had said something along the lines of, how would you feel if a girl was friends with her ex, right? And obviously, for any, you know, guy with a logical mind, that's a big red flag. So I was just like, I mean, I'm not necessarily with that. I don't really completely trust that, if you want me to be honest. And she kind of just like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I was like, this bitch about to cheat on me with her ex, which we weren't dating, so we weren't dating or anything. So, but I already knew, it was like in my head, it was like, okay, that's very much a big possibility, right? Come around to one day, I do remember I was still at work. I hadn't left yet, but I guess it was just day off. So I was at work sitting in the car, and I was just like, cause she said she was going to South Carolina, right? Said she was taking a trip to South Carolina, and I was like, why are you going to South Carolina? And she was kind of, if she didn't want to tell me, right? So I was trying to text her and call her some more while she was up there, but I was blocked. You know, messages, you know, weren't delivered. Straight to voicemail type shit, blocked. And you know, me being the detective I am, right? Before any of this all happened, when she said the ex thing, I was like, okay, so you want to fuck with me? Who's your ex? Let's go. I went searching. Nothing really on Instagram. Went to Facebook, found her ex, right? Went to school. He was going to college in South Carolina at the time. So it was like, well, you put two and two together, and you gotta. What do you think I am, a dumbass? I know where you're going now. So I was like, okay, so she's blocked me. I know exactly why she's down there. So I had left a message, I think, something along the lines of, listen, I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. Just, you know, really. And I think she had not texted me for a few days after that. It's crazy because she was calling out of work to avoid me. She was calling out of work to not see me so I wouldn't confront her. Crazy, right? Yeah, and she just ended up texting me literally one day I was randomly at work. I cheated. I mean, not I cheated or anything, but I'm sorry, I'm back with my ex. And I was like, I wasn't sad. I wasn't mad per se, but and if you felt this feeling, I feel like she tried to play me like a fool. I'm over here like, I know, I'm not stupid. You could have just told me that. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Which I kind of did care at that point in time. You know, that was the girl that I lost my virginity to. And honestly, I had gotten petty. I was like, man, the first time wasn't that good. Next time I'm gonna crack that. But there was never a next time. So, because she had gotten back with her ex. And I'm not really gonna put all the rest of her business out there because we did kind of keep communicating as I would say friends, but it's kind of, you know, it was on the friends with benefit line, but it wasn't friends with benefits. Yeah, we were just communicating. She would tell me stories about stuff that she did sometimes and some of the stupid shit that she would did. And, you know, at some point I was just like, I'm just here for the entertainment. But now, after I got with my new girl, my fiance, I just cut it off. Haven't heard from her since. Still watch each other's Snapchat stories from here and then, but other than that, hey, it was just something I had to learn from. It was an experience, you know? So I ain't really mad at it. But, you know, moral of the story is always do your investigating, my boys. You know, the girls, they gonna do that. They gonna do plenty of damn investigating. I promise you. So just do yours. Make sure, because women love to think that they can easily get away with cheating because, you know, men are dumb. But when you look at it, actually, it's not that hard to catch anyone while cheating, especially if you already got your suspicions. So just watch who you get your virginity to, I guess. Yeah, but if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. What do, cuz? She don't want to talk to me. Make sure you leave a like. Also, drop a subscribe, you know, because new channel, new stuff. Story times. Let me know if y'all. I'm gonna drop a skit I had already made and posted on my other channel, but I don't use that channel anymore. So I was like, well, I don't want it there. I'm gonna post it here now. So let me know if y'all want like a brand new skit or something tomorrow. I can drop that because, you know, I got a lot of in the tank, actually. It's on my notes, but you understand. Also, you know, share the video. That would just feel great for me to have more people watching my videos so I can entertain as many people as possible. And, you know, just comment how you feel and maybe comment some of your experiences with situations like this. Also comment what other story times I would like. I think that would be fun. You know, I still got a couple in the bank for the next couple of weeks. So this is about to be smooth running, smooth sailing. You feel me? But I love y'all. I hope you're having a good day, night, evening, whatever time it happens to be while you're watching this video.